everybody, Jay Almeida here from the RotaryTV in Miami, Florida. How are you? I hope you're doing wonderful. One of the good things about Miami is a very international, cosmopolitan city with over 3 million people and over 52 million people passing by here every year. And we had a chance and a privilege to have, about a couple of weeks ago, a great friend visiting us here in South Florida. Was our former president of Rotary International and the Rotary International Foundation, Frank Devlyn. A great man, a great Rotarian, a great example to everybody. And I was able to sit down with him in a nice restaurant, and I asked him a couple of questions. The first question I asked him was this: what a former past ex-president of Rotary International do? And that's what he answered.
Oh, here he is.
It's a pleasure having this opportunity to speak to the family of Rotary. Here in this new network that we have, Jay is pushing real hard from the Miami Rotary Club. They give me an opportunity to tell you a little bit more about Rotary. Jay's asked me, what is a past president? Well, I'm a has-been, but I'm a sought-after has-been. That's the difference. But I like visiting Rotary clubs. I like seeing what Rotary is doing. We have a council of past presidents of Rotary International. We get together once a year, and we talk about different things that are happening in the world of Rotary. And I have an opportunity, by making a surprise visit to so many Rotary clubs, I get a feel of what's happening. I get a feel so I can tell other Rotary leaders what I see and what I don't see, and what a suggestion we might have, and also to see how Rotary is changing with the times, and also to be in tune with what's happening. So that's what I'm doing as a past president of Rotary International, besides taking care of my optical business. We all have a business. I'm a promoter of my business. I have eyeglasses, and you're seeing right now the retro style. The difference is I'm a real retro, you're looking at a real retro right now. So keep on giving me more questions, Jay. I'm happy to be here with you.
Another question asked our past president, Frank Devlyn, was why should people join Rotary? And that's how he answered.
You know, Jay, you've given me a good question. Why should people join Rotary? To begin with, I have a reason why young people going up the ladder should join Rotary. I have why people are already up on leadership roles, and also people who are retired. Each of those has a reason and a benefit. In my first book, Frank Talk on the benefits belonging to your community Rotary Club, it brings out the benefits to the person, and there's so many examples I can give. You're a more rounded out person when you belong to Rotary. You find out what's happening in your community, and you have a chance, besides seeing what's happening in your community, to participate in what's happening in your community, because Rotarians are taken into consideration. Now, I can mention a lot of ideas, but Rotary is an added seal of approval. You have many seals of approval in the world: your school, where you went to, your family, the rep company, the organization, the profession you represent, and they're seals of approval. But there's some that stand out internationally, and one of those is Rotary International. You belong to a Rotary Club that belongs to Rotary International. So if you want to be a more rounded out person, if you take the time to find out what's happening in Rotary, I sincerely ask you to look at Rotary.org and find out Rotary leaders come together. We have so many reasons. For example, I carry around a card with me, and it tells about the benefits of belonging to Rotary now. And it basically tells me about, I give that out right now, it tells about people exchanging ideas with other people. You learn from other people in other walks of life. There's so many things you find out about Rotary because you're in the Rotary Club. And I've seen young people going up the ladder. You meet other people and you learn from them. You learn from people who have been successful and people who have been unsuccessful. That's for young people, but then I get people that are up there in the pinnacle. They're up there in a top leading position. They're leaders. They find out what's happening. They find out when they have to change with the times. There's so many things at this time that I could mention as a business person that I am, having a chain of optical stores throughout Mexico and Central America, and now the Hispanic market, Mexican Hispanic market in the United States. But Rotarians who are retired, that probably didn't have a chance to be in Rotary, you have a chance, all that wisdom that you acquired, to use it by coming to Rotary Club. And you get a chance, I don't care whether you're a young business person coming up the ladder, you're the business person already in a leadership role, or a retired person. You get a chance to give back to your community. Give back to your community in so many different ways. Participating, projects, just being part of your community and be part of the international community too, because Rotary promotes the internationality, the understanding of all countries and all cultures and all religions in the world. So that's just a basic thing, but I do suggest you look at my Frank Talk, my first Frank Talk 1 book. It tells a lot about these things.
Of course, we really value opinion of people that really go all over the world, like our past president Frank Devlyn, about our project, RotaryTV. So I asked him, what does he think about RotaryTV? And he was able to answer to us.
You know, Jay was telling me about this concept of RotaryTV.org. He has so many ideas. And Jay's a live wire. He's always doing a lot of things. Things are happening, but he wants to have an opportunity to tell people about different projects. For example, if wherever you're listening to this, you're watching this on the website where this RotaryTV.org comes out, if you have a project, send it in. Send some comments about it, some pictures about it, pictures of 1,000 words, what you're trying to do. And I'm sure something will happen that will be a benefit to you. It'll be a win-win. So this is a new idea. Jay, I compliment you on what you're doing here. It's a new concept. We do have websites, district websites, a lot of things. We have also people that have projects coming on board, matchinggrants.org, and so many other things. But great, I'm glad you're doing this. So good luck in all that you're doing.
Another very interesting topic I spoke with our former president Frank Devlyn was what is the benefit of people doing makeups, visiting different clubs? And he was very, very nice to answer that.
You know, Jay, one of the benefits of belonging to Rotary, there's so many benefits, is being able to visit different Rotary clubs. Here, I'm here in the Miami area, and I visit different Rotary clubs, and you always get a chance to learn something. Here we had an outstanding talk about the Playhouse here, Carrie, that they have here in Coral Gables. I learned a lot about how the people behind the scenes when a play is made, the people up front, how they promote the culture and arts of everything involved with making a play. You learn something. I listened to a talk just the other day, I was in Boca Raton, about a person who's a reporter and the importance of knowing what to print and what not to print and the consequences, etc. You learn things. You're always learning something. You're more in tune. You're more alert when you belong to a Rotary club. So that's one of my reasons. I hope any part of the world that you go to, make it a point to visit your Rotary clubs. Click on Rotary.org, find out where a club's meeting, and go surprise them. And you get a normal price for the meal, the breakfast, the lunch, or the dinner, and you'll learn a lot to make some new friends. So I strongly encourage you to do that. So Jay, congratulations on all you're doing. Keep up the good work, and I wish a lot of success here at this website for RotaryTV.org.
As a public figure that Mr. Frank Devlyn is all over the world, I asked him to talk a little bit about his books, and he was able to give us this phenomenal answer.
Well, Jay, you asked about my books, but the books are something I'm leaving to one side now. But the first book is on the benefits belonging to Rotary. The second book talks about changing with the times. The third is about our Rotary Foundation. The fourth is on leadership. You learn a lot from the people of different walks of life in the Rotary Club, like I mentioned, the leadership qualities of all these people. And the last one's on public speaking, and you find out what people notice about people who are public speakers, whether it's in your Rotary Club or in your church or in the Chamber of Commerce. People notice certain things. It gives a lot of good little tips, where the most important is knowing that you're sincere. When people know that you're not sincere, you lose out a whole lot. So I hope you find out, looking at me, that I'm sincere about promoting Rotary. I hope you stay in Rotary. I hope you get other people who belong to Rotary, because there's a lot of people out there waiting to be asked. And a lot of people out there that have a complex that they never have been asked. Just you ask them. You'll find out if they don't join, they'll know more about Rotary, and they'll be understanding of what the good work Rotary does in 34,000 plus clubs in over 200 countries. It's been a pleasure being with you. All the best.
I'd like to thank our former president of Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation, Frank Devlyn, for his time and his dedication to this organization and being the example that he is for all over the world. Thank you, my friends. Keep watching RotaryTV. All the best.